Okay, hey guys, it's Tom here again. This is just going to be the first video in the series of how to do client acquisition videos. These will be broken up into a few little parts for you guys. This is just the first one, which is going to cover how to actually get your prospects. Then in the second video, we're going to run over how to actually do outreach. I'm not going to go through how to design your own outreach message in that video, but I'm just going to go over how I automate my macros to be able to sit back, relax, and let it do outreach. So the first thing you're gonna want to do is, have a Gmail account. This doesn't need to be your main account. It can be your main account, whatever it is. It's not important. So you're gonna want to search up Phantom Buster. So this is what's called a lead scraper. It allows us to scrape a lot of leads off something like Google Maps, and in our case, it's going to allow us to get phone numbers, Facebook details, and a bunch of other things. Specifically, those Facebook details are important for how I'm going to teach you guys to do outreach. So just create an account, type in your password, enter your details through here. This is just a total, spare account for me. So after you get you guys sign up, you'll get started in here. You're just going to want to click Browse Phantoms. From there, go down to Google, and then this one here, which is Google Maps search data to contact data, and just click Use this flow. All right, so once you guys have done this, you're just going to want to go to Google Maps. Now, a few things that importantly you should note in Google Maps. Per search, you can only have a maximum of 200 businesses on a list. Now, you can't click keeping see more forever. Eventually it will bottom out. So something for a big city like Melbourne, I'm not going to prospect it now, but for an example, I wouldn't zoom out and type in gyms in Melbourne and then just click search. Because what that is going to give me is the 200 biggest gyms in Melbourne. There's a very, very good chance that they all have marketing companies, they don't need help, they're the 200 biggest gyms in Melbourne. What is a much better idea is to zoom in so you sort of get this relatively detailed street overview. And then you can still type in gyms in Melbourne and then click search this area. There'll be a bubble up here. This way, once you do that, your URL will change. You can copy that URL and paste it in here. And then you can regularly do that block by block across the whole city. For this example, I'm picking a bit of a smaller city. It only has about 180,000 people. It's not really a city, it's a place. So that's Townsville. This is because, as some of you starting out, you might find that if you try and pick a very big city, the ads cost might be high for your clients. Now, you could just think you're bad at it, and there's a good chance to start with you're not the best. But there's also a very good chance that due to how Facebook ads work, as you guys will learn, it's an auction for the viewer's attention. And if you're in a big city with a lot of gyms, a lot of people, all auctioning for someone's screen, there's a very, very good chance that you're going to have to pay more. So what I'm going to do now is search up gyms in Townsville. You guys can obviously replace this with whatever you need. Once you've done that, you're just going to click copy up here. Copy this link in here and paste it in here. So this is going to go through here. Number of scrape per searches. Google Maps only displays 200. You can put, 200, 400. It really doesn't matter. So after you've done that, you're obviously going to want to set it to your language and click save. And then inside of here, this is the next important part. So I would recommend just tick phone numbers. Phone numbers are useful to have, and the format is Australian for me. The next thing I would recommend you guys do is tick Facebook pages. Now, you can also tick Instagram pages, LinkedIn, because those are other ways of doing outreach. But for the purpose of this, I'm going to be doing Facebook outreach. It's what I normally do. Then I'm just going to click save in here, and notifications in case of error. That's not really going to happen. Now I click save. The next important thing to note is you have to switch the flow on, but if I switch it on, that's 2 hours of total time that can work. Now, with these free accounts, you can have 2 of these phantoms running. I would recommend running 2 because it's not going to chew through the time any faster there, but it will allow you to do 2 searches at once. So I'm just going to get my second one done up and then repeat the process and come back to you guys. All right, so I did just get my second one back up there. As you can see, both of them are here. So as I mentioned before, you do have to click enable flow for both of these to get started. Now, once they're on, they're going to start running and that's going to go through. You can just create an infinite number of these test accounts, basically. So I just create a new Gmail account every time I need leads and prospects. Hey, so I'm back now, it's all come through. What you're gonna wanna do is click download CSV. I've already done that. And once it's open in here, you'll see there is a lot of things that are open. What you're gonna wanna do is delete the place URL, the status, the subtitle, the rating, the review count, the address, phone numbers, keep that one. Delete the search query, delete this phone number section, and then if you wanna keep the emails, keep them. They're not always the most personalized emails. Some of them can be wrong, and there are more effective ways for email scraping. I'm just going to delete them for this example because I don't need to use them. Once you've done that, just organize all of your columns. Once all your columns are organized, you're just going to want to click through to here. I'll just select it just the bottom of here and click copy. Now you're going to want to paste it into your Google Sheet. It could crash for a second. It won't crash, it'll just freeze. And then once it's in there, it should look something like this. So you'll see some of these have Facebook URLs, some don't. That's all right. You can always go onto the website yourself and find them. But one important thing to note for some niches, such as gyms here, is you'll see that this is a Townsville Anytime Fitness. But the link it has here for the Facebook is just for the general Anytime Fitness, which isn't very useful. So something you can do there is, as you see, I just go onto the website and I've just clicked the Facebook logo. That's usually how you do it. You can also search that up. But this has opened me onto the Townsville one, and I can just copy the link in here and I'll replace that. I do recommend you guys check all of these, as well as just going onto their websites and finding the Facebooks or searching up them anyway. It doesn't take very long and it's useful. Anyway, once you guys have all of that, just make sure you go watch the next video to figure out how to actually send these messages, how to automate that, and start booking appointments.